Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is undergoing an identity crisis for the ages in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions from Activision and Beenox. And here on Insider Moves, we'll be delving into a little extra-dimensional travel ourselves as we take aim at Gamerscore bound in the Amazing, Noir, and 2099 universes. I'm Ryan Treit.
And I'm Denny Atkin, and in this episode, True Believers, we're going to be showcasing how to unlock the Spider's Shadow, Spider's Web, and Spider's Grace achievements. Now, we're going to begin with the hard-boiled stylings of the Noir dimension, where Spider-Man must become one with the shadows, kind of Batman style, successfully navigating an entire level without raising a single alarm.
Goblin says the Spider's coming after the tablet, and he wants all measures taken to stop him.
What I found worked really well for this achievement is choosing the first Noir level, and that kind of makes sense in general. What's nice about this level is that the pathways, the shadow and the light, is pretty defined. It's pretty clear. You don't have a lot of moving objects, so it's just much easier than the later Noir levels to kind of pick your way through and understand when you're in danger, when you're not.
Yeah, and take your time here. The clock is not ticking, and if you rush through, you're going to get caught. It's a one-way trip to failure.
Yeah, it's unnecessary to rush. There's no reason. The other thing that is really super handy, and you can actually use this the entire level if you want to, is use your Spidey sense. If you use it, you'll see all the nearby enemy locations, and you can really plan ahead and decide how you're going to tackle each enemy and each area.
Yeah, and you want to make sure not to grab an enemy if their buddy is looking at their location, because if they see you take them down, they're going to come after you, and you're not going to get the achievement.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're not that stupid. Another thing that I would say got me in trouble. First couple times I attempted this achievement, I failed, and the big reason why is I would kind of look across and I would see a nice shadowy area in perfect position to reach down and grab some Palooka, take them out. But the area in between was lighted, so as I web zipped from shadow to shadow, I crossed through the light, and even though you're going really, really fast, the enemies will still pick up on that and still raise the alarm.
Okay, and the other thing is, the achievement here is to not get caught, so you don't have to take down all the enemies.
Absolutely not. In fact, often sneaking by is probably the better part of valor.
You want this, tough guy? Come and take it.
Next, we'll take up our Gamerscore pursuit as the only non-Peter Parker Spider-Man in the game. Our friend Miguel O'Hara of 2099 fame must navigate a freefall section without ever getting hit by a single object.
Now, the perfect place to do this is in the Scorpion 2099 level.
Yes, in fact, the freefall area in question is at the very end of this level, just before you initiate the final boss fight. Well, you see it right now. You'll recognize it when you get there.
All right, now once the freefall section begins, just fall, maintain your standard speed, and wait for that vehicle that's falling above you to shatter into pieces.
Once it shatters, you kind of want to position yourself so you're actually going to fly into the hollow of this kind of broken up vehicle and grab the spider emblem that's there.
Now, as soon as you've grabbed that spider emblem, engage your accelerated vision and rocket out of that vehicle as it slows down, and you've got to maintain top speed to avoid the explosion. Now, you're going to also have to avoid any smaller objects that are coming at you, but if you hang out near the center, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it actually feels a little counterintuitive, but almost all the debris is falling off to the sides.
Another boy band? Are you guys gonna sing for me?
Now, finally, we don the world-famous red and blue tights of Amazing Spider-Man as we unlock the Spider's Web achievement. You'll need to knock out 50 enemies with Amazing Spider-Man's trademark web-based charge attack.
All right, now, first of all, you've got to buy the charge attack from the combat upgrades menu.
Yeah, it is not a default ability, and I would suggest, in fact, I think this is absolutely critical for the achievement, buy the Amazing Quick Charge upgrade to that attack. This will allow you to kind of perform a standard combo, let's say just real basic, XXX, and on that third X, if you just hold it, it'll auto-execute the web-based attack and auto-target the guy that you've been hitting, making this achievement much easier.
Yeah, now, if you want to get this achievement in a single level, go back to the beginning and boot up that Kraven level at the beginning of the game. The enemies there are not so tough, and you've got Kraven, you've got all his boy band henchmen. You should make pretty short work of unlocking this one. All right, well, there you go, and no, Brian Michael Bendis, we did not forget about Ultimate Spider-Man. We just figured we were going to leave one dimension-specific achievement up to you, the gamer. But don't worry, the Spider's Bite achievement is simplicity itself.
You're gonna have to tangle with my army. And by army, I mean production assistants. And by production assistants, I mean unpaid interns. And by unpaid interns, I mean fans. You're gonna have to tangle with my fans.
Lamest supervillain ever.